Welcome to a new episode by Flyboys Aviation. This episode is about ultra-long-range aircraft. Qantas has recently challenged aircraft manufacturers Boeing and Airbus to develop an airplane that can fly non-stop from Eastern Australia to Europe and the Eastern United States, such as a route from Sydney to London or Melbourne to New York. With their so-called Project Sunrise, they want to introduce flights that would take approximately 20 hours. But did you know that the possible development of such an aircraft is not as much a technical challenge as it is a commercial one? This video shows you why ultra-long-range aircraft have never been big sellers and why manufacturers are therefore hesitant to develop airplanes for such a niche market. Let's take a look at this together. First, the sales figures of some ultra-long-range aircraft that have been in production, are still in production, or are currently in development. In each chart, the sales figures are offset against the sales figures of the regular, non-ultra-range variant of this model. The final generation of Airbus A340 to be developed were the 500 and 600 series. Whereas the ultra-long-range 500 variant sold 34 units, the regular 600 variant sold 97 units. So far, the ultra-long-range A350-900 ULR has sold 7 units. The regular A350-900 meanwhile has sold 679 units. Boeing sold 59 777-200 LRs. The 777-300ER with a smaller range sold a massive 841 units. The Boeing 777-8 and 9 that are currently in development are similar to the 777-200 LR and 777-300ER. Again, the difference in sales is striking. The 777-8 has been ordered 53 times. The 777-9 273 times. So, why is this? First of all, the regular variants often offer sufficient range for an airline. Take for instance KLM. Their longest route from Amsterdam is the one to Buenos Aires. The distance of almost 11,500 kilometers can still easily be covered by the 777-300ERs. Secondly, the ultra-long-range variants are often shortened versions of the original airframes, such as with the 777. This means that these aircraft have a relatively high weight. This means a higher fuel consumption and thus higher costs. This results in airlines having to ask a higher price for their flights and needing a significant amount of premium traffic to break even. There is of course much lower demand for flights such as these. When fuel costs are on the rise, these flights become even less attractive, as was shown when Singapore Airlines cancelled their Newark service with the A340-500 in 2013. Interestingly, this aircraft only carried 100 all-business seats. With their new A350-900 ULR, Singapore Airlines is reopening Newark flights this year. Furthermore, the necessity of carrying so much fuel makes an airplane incredibly heavy in the beginning of each flight, which in turn causes a higher fuel consumption and higher costs. Thirdly, an ultra-long-haul route requires a bigger crew, which increases the costs as well. This is something that Qantas is currently experiencing with their Perth to London route. Finally, you could ask yourself whether or not passengers are actually willing to sit on an airplane for 20 hours. What do you guys think? Isn't it better to have a stop somewhere in between? Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. On my channel you will find a new video every week that delves deeper into the fascinating world of aviation and offers you new insights. See you around!